So what's up and welcome back. Before we begin this video, I want you to check the description of this video. What I'm saying this is the site I decide to promote or the app might actually decide to change few things on their site, maybe their minimum withdrawal, maybe their payout date, maybe any other thing. So one thing I would suggest is after you watch this video and understand the message I'm trying to pass across, you should always check the description. I cannot always edit videos once they are uploaded, but I can always change what is actually in the description of the video. In the description, I'm going to add more info on whether it is still available or it is not available anymore. So once you are done with watching this video, I want you to check the description of this video. It is very, very important. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to earn 500 naira airtime daily or 5,000 naira cash every single day just with your mobile data, your mobile phone and your MTN SIM. But one thing I want you to understand is I'm not going to explain everything in this video. I already made a video explaining everything you need to know, right from how to register, how to participate and how to get credited. In this video, I'm only going to treat few issues most of you have with earning the free 500 naira airtime daily and the 5,000 naira cash. So where I'm going to start from is the first thing I want you to understand is this error message most of you see whenever you're trying to subscribe. It always shows you no unconfirmed services. Before I continue, I want you to understand that if you haven't watched this video, it is this video actually. I suggest you scroll through the videos on this channel and locate this particular video. In the video, I already explained everything. You might not understand what I'm trying to say here if you do not watch the video first. And for those of you who have actually watched the video before, this is actually where you need to continue from. So if you're getting this error message whenever you're trying to subscribe, here is what you just have to do. So instead of sending, if you watch the first video, you understand I asked you to dial a code. Instead of dialing the code, just go to your phone dialer, your messages rather. You go to your messages and here you have to tap on start chat. Immediately you tap on start chat. In this box here, you are going to type in 4446. You're actually sending a message to 4446. Now once you dial 4446 in the message box, you are going to type in JP. You can actually make it in capital letters. You can send it in small letters and just send it to them. And you have to wait for a pop-up. Something is going to pop up on your screen asking you for your subscription, if it is daily or one off. So now we are just going to wait on the screen for the pop-up, and in few seconds you are going to get something like this. So now you are going to type in 2, which is accept one off, and send. So in few seconds you are going to receive a message telling you that you've subscribed. As you can see, thank you for subscribing to the service. And then now you are going to receive a message from them confirming that you have actually subscribed, and 100 naira deducted from your balance. So now this is going to work if the USSD doesn't work. And if the USSD doesn't work, the second one, which is this, is definitely going to work. So now another thing I think you should know is on how to unsubscribe. To unsubscribe, just send stop JP to 4446 and it is going to unsubscribe from the service. Now here is one thing I want you to know. I did not want to actually share this, but I'm definitely going to share it now. You can actually play 2 times daily on one SIM. But here's what you have to do. Once you play for the first time and you enter the draw, maybe the 500 naira or the 1,000 or the 5,000 naira cash rather, you have to come back here and unsubscribe. So once you unsubscribe, you're going to definitely subscribe again. But let's say for the first time you subscribed, you go to the 500 naira airtime and you tap down, enter the draw. If you don't understand this, I want you to watch the first video. You're definitely going to understand. Let's assume you stopped at the 500 naira airtime, you enter the draw. This second time, after sending JP and subscribing the second time on that same SIM, you won't have to stop at the 500 naira airtime. You're definitely going to take it to the 5,000 naira cash. But if you stopped at the 5,000 naira cash the first time, the second time you are taking it to only the 500 naira airtime. You don't want to do the 5,000 naira cash twice or the 500 naira airtime twice, because if you do it twice, even if you qualify the 2 times, they are only going to pay you only once. But if you do the 5,000 naira cash and the 500 naira airtime, they might actually pay you for both if you qualify for both. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. But there is something I will still want you to know at the end of this video concerning doing it twice daily. So I want you to pay full attention. So moving on to the second thing, which is subscription not working. Okay, if you're trying to play the game and you see something like subscription in progress, or it is telling you to subscribe to 30 naira, 50 naira or 100 naira plan, what I want you to do is just to wait for a few hours. Once you subscribe, you have 24 hours before it expires, and sometimes it takes up to 1 hour or 2 hours before they actually process your subscription. So if you are seeing a message like that, just wait for a few hours. And if you send the JP to 4446 and they do not reply you with any pop-up message or any message directly, here's what I want you to do. You have to keep sending. Sometimes you might actually send up to 5, 6, 7 times before they actually show the pop-up message. But I want you to be very sure you do not lose your airtime. So you have to wait for about 5 to 10 minutes after you send the first one. If you do not receive a reply, send it the second time. If you do not receive a reply after about 5 to 10 minutes, send it the third time. And once your subscription is successful, you might actually wait for about 5 to 10 minutes for them to send you the link to access it. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then definitely you need to watch the first video. Now, once you get the link and you paste it on your browser, it doesn't take you to the quiz page. What I want you to do is to wait for about 30 minutes or 1 hour. Because sometimes they need to confirm your subscription and it definitely takes a lot of time. So you just have to wait. I think that is all about the subscription not working. Now let's move on to the third one, which is the VIA browser restarting each time. So if the VIA browser isn't working, like it is always restarting each time, is what I want you to do, or let me say, here are the things I think you should do. The first is, what might actually cause this is maybe your phone gig RAM is too low. Here's what I suggest. I suggest you freeze the apps you do not use that particular moment. If your phone actually has an app freezer, you can actually freeze those apps so they do not consume your device. You understand what I'm saying? So they do not work from the background. So this way, your VI browser is definitely going to have enough stuff to actually process it. And the second thing I think you should do is to free up your storage space. Your storage space might actually cause this as well. So I advise you free up storage space. You delete apps you do not use, delete videos, delete music and other stuff you do not use. To do this, you can go to your settings, then you go to your storage, then you delete the unused files. And the third one is you uninstall unused app. If you have apps that you do not use anymore, just uninstall them. All you're trying to do is to get your VI browser not to restart each time. And if you think your phone gig RAM is actually okay, but the VIA browser is the issue, I suggest you try a different device. If you try a different device, then you can actually know if it is your device or it is actually not your device. But if you want to use a new device, you need to remove your SIM. You have to use your SIM. So you remove your SIM and put it in the device. And if it works, fine. But if it doesn't work, I would suggest you just forget about it and don't bother to just try it out anymore. Now let's move on to the next one, which is doing it multiple times daily. I think I've actually talked about this before. To do it multiple times daily, you can only do it twice on a SIM, and all you have to do is to subscribe the first time. Once you play the game, unsubscribe, then subscribe the second time and shoot for the second prize. Let's actually do it multiple times daily. But one thing I want you to do is, once you finish the first game, always clear the data of the VI browser before you continue the second one. And if you are using a lot of SIMs on your device, after you finish each game, just clear your data and do the second one. If you are doing it 4, 5, 6 times, always clear your app data, which is the VI browser data, each time. I'm going on to the last one, which is sending your account details for payment. If you want to send your account details for payment, you have to send it in this format. And once you reply in this format, you're definitely going to get a message from them within 72 hours. You're going to get a credit alert within 72 hours directly to the bank you actually sent. And that's pretty much it. So if you are still watching the video till this extent, then you are lucky. I want you to click on the link in the description if it is still available there. But the link is only going to be available for a short period of time. To join the WhatsApp group where I post 10 out of 10 updates I receive. I actually post about 1 or 2 out of the 10 I receive on my YouTube channel. So if you can still find the link, then click on it now to join the WhatsApp group. And I want to say a big thank you for watching. The next video is going to be really great. So if you haven't subscribed, click on that subscribe button now. And I really want to say a big thank you for watching. And I hope to see you next time.